Telecel, connecting energies.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the winner for the best reggae dancehall song of the year is from Bim Nation, Stoneboy.
Cause me do me work. Clean up all the dirt. I no chicken, I no jerk. Just for do me work. People there. When the sun boy drop it, whole place shot like a rocket. People there. Make the Batman clap it. Watch the girl, them a twerk it. People there. When the sun boy drop it, whole place shot like a rocket. People there. Make the Batman clap it. Watch the girl, them twerk it. People there. Baseline alone, I take off people's shoes and sleeper. Make them dance barefoot like motor baroka.
Yo, good evening, Ghana. Thanks for voting me the best reggae dancehall song of the year. I know it's well deserved. Nonetheless, big respect to Raskuku, Kaki, big man Samini. You know, that's my big brother any day. No disrespect. Yeah, you don't know. So this is for all of us. Reggae dancehall music from Ghana to the world. Yeah, people there.
Hello and welcome to Road to TGMA 25. We're on a journey of reliving some of the greatest moments of the award scheme and also creating new endeavors in the Ghanaian music industry. My name is Crystal Kwame Ayi. I am your ultimate turn-up MC, and it's my absolute pleasure to announce that TGMA in schools is back, bigger and better. So stay on. We have so much more exciting things for you on the show today. Voting is open. The voting lines are open. Make sure that you're voting vehemently for your favorites so that they can pick up the awards at the end of the day and at the main awards. Make sure that you are signed up to Telecel, and if you are, you can vote for Artist of the Year by texting A to 1767. For Telecel Most Popular Song of the Year, text B to 1767. Also for all other categories, simply text C to 1767 and follow the prompts. You can vote for free by logging onto the website. That's GhanaMusicAwards.com, GhanaMusicAwards.com, and you vote for free as many times as you can. This show is brought to you by Telecel Ghana, supported by Guinness Ghana, Close Up Toothpaste, and is powered by Charterhouse. Yes, indeed. Are you excited for a great show? Because I know I am. You know, nudge someone to join us. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we get back, we go into action. That's right. Let go.
They gave us bars, melodies, hits, and chart-topping bangers. Now, it's time to celebrate them. As the nation awaits the big 25th Telecel Ghana Music Awards celebration, push your favorite artists and songs to the top by casting your vote on Telecel Network only. For Artist of the Year, text A to 1767. For Telecel Most Popular Song of the Year, text B to 1767. For all other categories, text C to 1767 and follow the prompts or visit GhanaMusicAwards.com to vote for free. The 25th TGMA is powered by Charterhouse, partnered by TV3, KPMG, Guinness Ghana, and proudly brought to you by Telecel, connecting energies.
Together, playing as one.
And the new artist goes to this kid that I have a song with. We're about to release, Fancy Gadam.
Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name Fancy Gadam. Thank you for voting for me, and thank you to the fan base. Gadam Nation to the world. Tuku Sami, Tuku Jwara. Gadam Nation, Tuku Jwara. Yes, Tuku Samba.
We're on the road to TGMA 25. Thank you so much for joining us. It's about time we got into the industry conversation. We've been having so much fun on the show so far. We have a few people here to help us break down the main topic of the day. We're looking at all the artists of the year, all that they've been up to from the beginning up until this point. What does their life look like right now? What does their music look like right now? And to help us break all of this down, I have the creative president of 1957 right here. He's graced the main stage a good number of times, from red carpet to main stage and everywhere. KOD, you're welcome.
Some years ago, I was sitting right where you are.
Oh my goodness, that's cool.
It's great to be here in the glittering studios of
lovely
Charter
House. Yes, indeed. You did it before us, so now we are taking up after you. Yes, indeed.
And you are doing an amazing job.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. Yeah. And then we also have our entertainment broadcast journalist, and he's Edem Chatome. That's right, Chotome. Yes, I always get it wrong. Forgive me.
They try. Mostly they try. They get close.
Yeah.
If you come down, please, then cool down.
Yeah, cool down slow.
Cool down.
Yes. But I got it right. Yeah. Chotome.
Yeah.
That's it.
What does it mean?
No one can tell the future. So the future is unknown. Or
exactly.
Tomorrow
is unknown.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Actually, it's very deep. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I saw your work, all through. You just have so much fun with it.
I know.
And I know that you do that.
I'm trying to be like you.
Oh, what? We're trying to be like you,
do
sir.
you ever feel like you're working?
Well, you make a point. You make a good point. But yeah, I mean, that's the secret, I guess. Just enjoy what you're doing.
Yes, indeed. Otherwise, you don't have to do it.
That's it. We started from 1999.
Yes.
You know, this great endeavor, and we've never looked back. First artist of the year, Daddy Lumba.
Yeah.
I
know. And I was there from day one. You know, before we started in 1999, we had the GMA countdown. We used to record with Ni Ama. That was a producer on that show.
Oh, yeah?
You know, with Sefa Kain being the voice.
Wow.
And then the first year we had Daddy Lumba winning, and it's an amazing story because I have such a past with him. I actually got into the media space because of Daddy Lumba. When I was a teenager, when I was in secondary school, one of the things I did when I was on vacation was to sell cassettes for him and CDs. And then, you know, with a count at the end of the day to Despite. Yeah, that's a long time ago. So when I got on the board, both you know, production and on the GMA board right from the onset, and he won, I was very excited. I was ecstatic because it was someone who had paved the way for me, and he was winning on that night. And interestingly, prior to even VGMA, I was the one picking up his ACRAG, is it ACRAG Awards back in the day, whenever he wasn't in town. So it was a very great time, and I mean, that song, Being What Heart Till Now, is timeless.
Once you hear it,
yeah, timeless.
It's party time.
Timeless. When you go back and look at that stage, man, Charlie, we've really evolved. We've come a long way.
We have come a long way.
Oh, yeah.
We definitely have.
Charlie. We've come a long way. And in those days, I was probably the first red carpet host in this country. I think so.
That's which year?
99.
Still 99.
Yeah, the first. Yeah,
look at this.
I think so. That's the first.
Yeah. And you had too much fun on it.
Oh, wow, of course.
It's as if you knew Lumba was going to win.
Charlie, but we used to struggle because we're new on the job. Some of the guys here, Charlie, hey, the script today if he reads off.
No video to check.
No, nothing.
The past years.
No.
I remember a moment when they brought you an announcement. Actually, I remember that moment, and you were like, Charlie, this one, I'm not going to do that.
No.
Oh, good times.
I think what they should do is actually go beyond occasionally getting on stage. I'd want to hear another Lumba Brothers album.
Yes, indeed.
Incredible.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that. And speaking of incredible, we have another giant.
Right.
He won in the year 2000. Kojo Entry.
Mr. Music Man.
Mr. Music Man. He's been more consistent with his concerts.
Yeah, he's been very consistent.
24th
close to 30 years.
That's long.
That's you know, to be able to, I mean, have your brand travel very long. That things you need to do. One of them is reinforcement. You need to reinforce the brand, and some of these things you need to be able to keep reinforcement and revitalization. You need to be able to keep. You need to be able to. You should be able to keep your fans and be able to win others. And that is what he's been able to do with it. Because you see, if you look at the dynamics of the audience, you see that it cuts through young and new. And he's been able to grow them from that point to this point, which is very good.
Yeah.
I mean, for his brand.
I mean, it shows the love for the music too. You can tell that he's dedicated to it. We started with 2000 Daddy Lumba, 2001 we had Kojo Entry, and in 2002 we have Lord Kenya, Artist of the Year.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
And it all started in Adabraka. We used to hang out there.
KOD, you've been everywhere.
Yeah, myself, my brother, Marco Kwekumanti, who was the executive producer for Slate Music. And Charlie, you know, Lord Kenya came on the heels of Dasibre's success.
Yeah.
And when Mark produced Dasibre, we used to go from club to club, you know, like just taking the CDs around. Making
you
sure
had
that,
CDs at the time,
not
cassettes?
No, we had cassettes and CDs.
Okay.
You know, CDs around, making sure that, because the clubs played CDs and the radio stations as well. You know, we take them around, making sure that people were playing them. And then Lord Kenya came. This guy was just larger than life. Lord Kenya on stage. Charlie was like the whole world was going to come down. The first person that I ever saw in this country who would be on stage conducting the audience.
That's right.
Yeah, it was
That's
crazy.
right.
You know, crazy. And I definitely knew that Lord Kenya was going to go places. But then he saw God and decided to, you know, make a U-turn. And he's doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
You know, doing God's work is also
I mean,
good.
some of us would have thought that he would still be doing music by this time. But I mean, why not do music for God anyway, right?
We could have. I mean,
we could have,
I'm still waiting for
Kirk Franklin kind of
you
thing.
get me?
You know what I
for
mean?
that Lord Kenya gospel
Because we
song.
don't have that many of those around.
Maybe he'll be watching us. So
Amen.
We are waiting for that Lord Kenya gospel song. His moments on the stage are some of the moments people cannot forget. And I mean, he's paid his dues.
Definitely paid his dues.
Yes. So speaking of moments that we can't forget, Kontihene also hits the scene with a new, fresh energy altogether.
Yes.
What were your takes, Edem?
I think that year he won the new Artist of the Year and the Artist of the Year.
2003.
I mean, it was mind-blowing. I mean, to come from just a fresh start and just leap everybody to the top. I mean, it's inspiring and marks of hard work. So I think that he's come from afar, even though you could see that some organizational inertia has set in where we've not seen much from him. I mean,
he's doing other things.
he did his parts,
Yeah.
I mean, in those days, because it's not easy. I mean, one person who's been able to, replicate this is, Black Sherif.
Yeah.
Coming from the new artist of the year, then straight to the artist of the year. I think in Sarkodie too. So I think it's a good mark from him.
Kontihene's story is one of believing in yourself. This guy had come from Kumasi. I was staying at Latabi Okoshi at the time. You know, he brought me his CD, his master. We're looking for, you know, executive producers. We're looking for distributors for him. Charlie, for about a year, you know, he was just staying at my place. In Latabi Okoshi.
Wow.
And we were not getting someone to, you know, come aboard as an executive producer. Because at the time, Adano Foriampons, I had Kofi B around and a few other guys, so I could not put money into that. And then, boom, it's the biggest thing. You know, so it was not giving up on your dream, and that's exactly what he did. And until he decided to get into business and quit music.
But business too, there's a load in there. Yeah, might as well.
He's living a good life.
And you know, dreams change. You know, you live in different phases. So I guess that was his as well. VIP 2004.
So VIP go on the scene, I think in 1996, 97. They had what I believe was the biggest outdooring of a group ever in the history of Ghana.
Take us back.
Charlie, the whole of Nima showed up at Sikap's Hotel.
Wow.
Children walking with their parents, people coming on bicycle, motorbikes. You know how they do it. Like, it's as though, pardon me, you know how they roll when there's a funeral. And they're going to bury the person. Charlie, like give way, make way. Everyone is showing up. It was an awesome time, and you know, these guys have also been very consistent in the music scene.
Yes, they were.
VIP till they became VVIP, and now, you know, they're also doing other things. The last time I saw Prodigal and Lazy 2 days ago. I'm like, Charlie, but you guys will come together. Charlie, now the business they do, we don't go fit.
You
know, exactly. But I also believe in evolution. You
yes,
know?
exactly.
At a certain point in your life,
grow.
You play your part, you take a seat, and then probably, if you're still interested in your craft, you nurture other people to do it.
Like
Simple and short.
Like you're taking your seat here.
Yeah, Charlie, I know, right?
I
I used to sit here.
Okay, we have Obuo next
okay.
by
Yes.
Osei Kufo, 2005.
Jeez, I'm getting flashbacks of the
Edem.
ball
Yeah.
on stage, pardon me, Edem.
Speak,
Hanging
You have
upside
all the
down.
history.
It was crazy. Listen, the big Obuo that we see now, the way he was athletic. There was once we had a show at the trade fair. Obuo came on stage from the top, from the trusses. He flipped backwards on stage, and that's how he came on stage.
No.
No. He, Charlie. He was very athletic.
Wow.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you could tell from his music and his videos and everything. This was a different person altogether.
Yeah, Obuo brought some kind of new vibe, energy.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he was rapping, melodic. I mean, rap at the time, and I mean the kind of lyrics he came up with, and the creativity he brought up with. I mean,
and
so you could tell that he was up for something, and truly that thing happened. So,
but you know, let me go back and give credit to well, let me start from Reggie Rockstone, whose skit, it was just a skit on his first album. Moshe Reggie Rockstone, and then Achame did Brebro Bahema, which was still produced by Zap Mallet, with that same Adwa thing. And when Obuo got on the scene, it was one of his hallmarks. He always had that Adwa elements, and really, these guys got all of us enjoying our own music and hip life, as it were.
He had a way of sparking a lot of curiosity.
He came through all the way to be musical president.
Exactly.
And there's no doubt he's been one of the most effective musical presidents.
No doubt.
Was able to, I mean, create some appeal for.
I mean,
some
of us had issues with him.
And when he left,
boy, we had guys.
When he left, we've seen that gap at music. And
I see.
No doubt. And now he's into politics, where he's headed.
Evolution.
I mean, Ghana Post.
And even with Ghana Post, you can see what he's done with Ghana Post. I don't think we've seen Ghana Post as it is now in the past.
Now we are on 2006, Ofori Amponsa, Edem.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Let's go through his...
I mean, you see, clearly there was an impact from Daddy Lumba.
Yes.
In terms of even monetary-wise, advice, everything. And he was able to come through that. He didn't disappoint those people who had a spark for Mensa, Daddy Lumba, and boom, 2006, he made it big. I saw him on stage with Daddy Lumba the other years.
99.
And
because Lumba had released, they did Wuhochere. I think
Wuhochere.
Lumba used to release two albums in a year, you know? That's what he used to do, 2 albums in a year.
Lumba was that bad.
So from there, taking the inspiration, he decided not to, douse his fire. And he brought it in 2006 and won the Artist of the Year. Kudos.
He had a solid reign.
I met Ofori in 1998. You know, Lumba's house. He used to come around in front of the gate, looking for an opportunity to get to meet him. I mean, Lumba listened to his demos and thought to do something with him. After recording the Wuhochere album, you know, they parted ways. The only one he knew in the industry was me. So I was Ofori's first manager. We worked for about maybe 4 years. We did the Asio album, Me Proud, you know, some other ones, you know, about 4 albums, and then we parted ways. But there was no doubt, it's no doubt that Lumba's had such an amazing influence on his craft over the years. Initially, it was more of working and living and singing in the shadows of Lumba, but eventually he discovered himself. And to date, whenever he's on stage, Charlie, people sing along right from beginning to end.
I like to call him the godson of Daddy Lumba.
Yeah, exactly.
2007, Samini.
Ooh, timeless like the moon, sun, and rain. Samini's come a very long way.
Yes.
He's come a very long way as a musician in DC, Ashanti International, Nanakin. That's where I met him. I used to record from Nanakin studio as well. When we were looking out for musical talent in West and Central Africa at Nescafe African Revelations, he was on the show. We talked with him. I'm like, Samini, but I feel like if we do something, and then I gave him a platform. I stepped back for him to host one of the Ghana finals, one of the years of Ghana music. I beg your pardon, Nescafe African Revelations. And then people saw that, Charlie, but this guy could also be an MC apart from being on stage and singing. And you know, he had an opportunity to also host
VGMA, yes, indeed.
I
Yeah,
think together
and
with
he aced
Obo
it.
and
Wasn't it
Chris
Doreen?
Atto.
Doreen,
yes.
Ando.
Yes.
Yes,
And
it was
he
a
aced
sweet
it. Yeah,
combo.
yeah,
Yes, indeed. 2008 KOD Edem.
Hey, that year, it was our year. Because the awards were many.
Yes.
To the extent that, I mean, you saw his antics brought wheelbarrow. He had come in the scene some previous years prior to. And 2008 was like everything for him. And I mean, he was able to impact so much. I mean, musicians coming from that side of the country, and the fact that if you listen to his story, I mean, where he had come from, how he even got the opportunity to be put on by Hammer, and his time to come within that short space of time. And that was a good one.
It was fun to always see Kwao at Hash Hash Studios. And then when we got on Nescafe African Revelation, Kwao's first video is a Nescafe dance, which I did the chorus and co-produced the video with Abraham Mohini-Jan. And we went everywhere with him. I was like Kwao's biggest fan. Like the whole country, I'd be the only fan. To date, I think it's one of the only key raps that I...
you feel we did
I love it. Like I saw Kwao more like Snoop Dogg. You know, his ways.
Some similarities.
We, as in W, you know, as in W.
You see we.
Oh my gosh. 2009, we have Ochame Kwame. We've had him on the show before.
Yes, Ochame
as
Kwame.
well. Yes.
I mean, one of the pillars of hip life, together with Ochame Kofi. They parted ways. Ochame did a bit of radio, and then called me one day and said, Charlie, I want to do the lie.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he could have easily done
No,
it.
he says it never worked for him. He never did well as a radio presenter. So he pursued a solo album, realized that, Charlie, to make it big in Ghana, it was quite difficult from Kumasi, so he wanted to come to Accra. So Ochame moved into Accra. We lived together. He lived with me in DC, together with the dancers, you know, newly married, and the brothers and everything. We lived in my house.
Wow.
Yes. And in that year, that's when the Glow deal had come. You know, so we're like, okay, Ochame Kwame, you could be one of the Glow ambassadors, because I was handling that business as well. But then he won the Artist of the Year, which automatically meant that he was going to be a brand ambassador for MTN for a year. And, you know, he took the bull by the horns, and he's not looked back since.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
It's been very consistent. I mean, to be from that time, and
he's still rapping.
This year,
he's
still
just
released
learning,
like an EP, like
Adua sort of song.
Yeah.
And he has also Sika with Kofi Kenata to be. I mean, this relevant for this long time. It's not a joke.
And working with the
still have
youngest
nomination
also. Yes.
In this game, I mean, most of the guys he started with, I mean, have decided to cool off, but he's still in the game. So Charlie,
he loves it. He
still raps like he's hungry.
Yeah. You know, he says he's still learning. You know, he's trying to better his craft every single day.
Because you know, if you look around like globally, people like Jay-Z, Nas, and Sarkodie are one of the few people who have made it big and still rap very well. At a certain point, when they get to the top, Charlie, even the lyrical content, the things they rap about, they change.
Yeah.
You know, comfort changes your mind or takes your mind away from the streets.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of evolution, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're no longer hungry, so you rap about other things as well. And speaking about rapping about other things, one person we've seen diversify is KOD. We mentioned his name already.
Yeah.
He won Artist of the Year in 2010, and since then, everybody has called him the landlord. Edem?
Yeah, I think that year he won a new Artist of the Year. To win the Artist of the Year, it means that he had a lot of impact in the year under review. And for me, I think, look at where he came from. That rap battle. And he was able, because not every rapper is able to commercialize his craft.
Yes.
But he came from the battlefield and he was able to commercialize his rap.
They focus on the rap.
Yeah.
So their choruses are always weak.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why most rappers get other people to sing the chorus.
The choruses. Then it's more, I get you.
And look at that turnaround as an artist. That impact. Now people are looking up to him, trying to learn how he was able to, I mean, maneuver things to this point of view.
As you speak, there are so many case studies. If we actually sit down and study the growth and the successes of all these people, we can actually draw out the blueprints to some extent to get to that point.
Sarkodie's story is exceptional. I mean, this guy, most decorated rapper in Africa. Consistency is something you cannot question, you know. He's gone beyond rapping. He has the Mary album. He was not just rapping, he was also singing
on it.
You know, and he's never looked back.
Yeah.
He's still competing.
And recently, look at the exhibition.
Yeah.
I mean, he
that was
genius.
major.
Yes.
That was major.
Very, very, very creative.
Yeah.
And
yes.
It's a way to also make the brand top of mind, create some top of mind awareness for the brand. And make the brand very huge. So for me, he has a lot under his sleeves for people to learn.
I mean, the story hasn't ended.
No,
so.
it won't end now.
In 2011, we had VIP. We've spoken about them. 2012, KOD again. So VIP and KOD both won it twice. Yes, indeed. R2Bs won it in 2013. R2Bs, they also have an interesting story.
They have an interesting story, man.
They never steal.
Yeah, never steal. Never steal. And thing about R2Bs, they never look hungry. You know, meaning that if they were more aggressive, they would be on like bigger platforms beyond the shores of this country.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I see what you mean.
Listen, Mugi's, that guy is a chorus man. You know.
No bad song.
And no, never.
Never.
He used to roll with Samini. You know, he was also part of the guys who worked with us when we were looking for music talents across Western Central Africa. And when they teamed up as cousins, they've released churned out some really amazing songs over the years. And you know, I don't know, have you listened to their last album?
I have.
Even the Amapiano cry be different.
Yes. Shatawale won in 2014, 2015, Stone Boy. So yeah, Stone Boy has also grown to be an African ambassador. That's one thing I've noticed about him. I don't know when that shift happened, what exactly influenced it, but he's gone on to serve beyond
Stone
himself.
Boy is your definition of someone who's really hungry for success. Stone Boy is your definition of someone who wants to go beyond, you know, the bar that's been set by other people. Stone Boy is your definition of someone who wants to represent like Africa to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'd ask yourself, so how does he get on these platforms? He goes out to look for them, and it happens for him.
Yes.
You know, he's not complacent. He's not just very comfortable in his space as a guy who's doing well in Ghana and leaving it.
Waiting for an opportunity.
No. I mean, in my opinion, if you ask me, Stone Boy is one of the most hardworking musicians, not just in Ghana, but across Africa.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he's an embodiment of hard work. I've always said that if you want to, people say recently it's difficult to promote an album, but I've always said that Stone Boy is one of the artists to look up to when it comes to promotion of albums. And because of that, he's able to get more than even 2 songs to hit an album in recent times. And if you look at how he started with his Fifth Dimension, he had an industry section, then he went for the fan section at Polo Club, then he started a tour. And I mean, we can all see how the kind of nominations he had, it's as a result of the kind of work he did with his album promotion. So, I mean, he's an embodiment of hard work. The stages is great.
You don't even have to understand what he says, but you'd appreciate his music.
That's
the mark of a true musician.
That's
of
true.
course. Yeah.
2016, this is another person that you can easily love his music, I think. EL. He won Artist of the Year 2016. Another talented human being.
Super talented human being.
Too talented.
That year, he had like about 5 or 4 awards.
Thank you.
And he said something in his recent interview on Hit FM. He said, rap brought him in.
Yes.
But he realized that to be able to get the hit and be relevant, you need to sing. So quickly he switched to singing, and he was able to get the big song. And I think that it has become a conversation in recent time that some of the rappers are switching to singing. I see it.
Do you know why?
I see it.
If you want your music to last, albums that have more singing outlive the rap albums.
And I also see it from the point of business. I mean, every business person, you need to do the research, and one of the most important people you need to use them is the consumer. You need to understand the taste of the consumer, because it changes, and the preferences of the consumer, to be able to know the marketing strategy to use to satisfy the consumer. And that is what those who have the talent in singing but our rappers are doing. But don't be pressured to go and sing if you don't know how to sing, because that alone can turn people off from
There are
your
ways to do
brand.
it.
So, I mean, big shout out to EL. He has
yeah.
paid his dues.
It's just like KOD said, that they would rap and then they'll get someone who can sing to do the hook for them or something like that.
But
and EL has a good balance.
EL has a
of
good
the
balance
rap
of
and
that.
the
And
singing.
many people also don't know that around that time, you know, when Azonto was making waves, he's the one that produced most of the hits in this country.
True. And you could tell the signature. You could tell.
You know,
So shouts to EL.
EL too was impacted by Obo, his studio. He said Obo gave him a studio
nice.
to work in. Right. And that's where, I mean, he produced most of these songs.
That's good info.
I mean, he's gotten this far.
Right. Good info. Someone who has his own studio, 2017 Artist of the Year, Joe Metal.
Awesome guy. You know, he's also one of those who's here to stay.
Yeah, definitely.
Until he decides he's done with music, which I doubt will ever happen.
He started long ago.
You know, I mean, Joe Metal is, he's my peace in the midst of the storm.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I think Kwesi Orton started this new wave of gospel music. Prior to him starting, people didn't really appreciate these ones, the style. You know, we were used
very
to
Western.
Tego Sisters and Daughters and Christiana Love and Obapa, yes. Hey, well, Christiana Love from back in the day.
Yes.
You know, and then these guys got a new wave, and somehow Joe Metal joined Kwesi, you know, like elevated it to the next level, and quite a number of people are like, okay, this one to be different too, but somehow we've all accepted it. Yeah. And that new wave of gospel music has become part of us now.
Indeed. I mean, if you can sing a Don Moen, if you can sing all of those Western songs, why can't you accept it here in your language also?
And especially being a country that really is accepting of things that are foreign.
You know, we really are.
We are.
And his performance with Niela a few years ago.
Oh, and that lady, Niela.
Powerhouse.
Ooh.
Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Speaking of powerhouses.
Joe too, I mean, he's done well with the studio. He signed 2 artists now. I mean, Luigi. And I think in Yonyam. And this year, just about a week or 2 ago, Luigi had his own program.
Yes, he has a new album as well.
Yeah.
And this year, he's looking at having a concert at the Accra Sports Stadium. That's I think within the course of a year, he announced it. So, I mean, it shows that force he is. Because if you go to the gospel space, he's been able to keep his consistency as a topmost, I mean, brand in the space since he won the Artist of the Year.
I think Joe Metal is undoubtedly the topmost gospel artist in this country.
Okay, we take that.
Yeah.
We take that.
I think so.
Ebony Reigns 2018. This was a wild year.
My girl,
you know, so much love went out for her. So much love. Yeah. There was no doubt that she was talented. Her music, as soon as she dropped it, everybody moved to it. Everybody loved her free spirits.
Yeah.
That was a posthumous one.
Yes, I got the opportunity of listening to quite a number of her songs before she got on the scene. And her songwriting style was actually more like Ifya.
And she wrote herself.
Yes, she wrote herself. You know, but I think when she met Bullet altered her ways a bit. Bullet, you know, he has a very commercial mindset. Actually, how we go make money. And she really took it to the next level. She really did well for herself.
She was committed to it.
Yeah, she was. She did well for herself.
For me, I mean, it was really sad for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe the news when I woke up to
such
it
that bad
a young artist, because the year before I'd met her, and that was the time I met her physically, and she looked very young. Even, you know, the cameras were just enlarging her. But if you meet her physically, she was very young. And for her to have that impact, at a point, she was like a big girl in the female space.
Oh, yes,
she was.
She was that.
She was.
Back to back.
Yes.
When he released,
and
unless
like
he doesn't release.
you, all she did was enjoy what she did.
Yeah. An artist who's having a blossoming career.
Yes.
And it's just cut off.
This was the beginning.
When he was about to go to Europe for a tour. I mean,
you know, that morning I got flashbacks.
Really
I got flashbacks of when Terry Bonchaka passed as well. You know, because Terry was also evolving and just making waves and just rising a very fast, you know, rise, and then had an accident. Oh dear.
God bless her soul.
I rose.
Well.
I beg you. I rose.
I know, right?
2019, it was unannounced. 2020, Kwame Eugene. Yeah, Kwame showed ground, so.
He did.
Yeah. He fought for that.
He did.
Yeah.
I mean, right from being part of musical competitions till he released his album, and also having the opportunity to work with my nephew, Richie, I think that there was no way Kwame Eugene wasn't going to make it to the top. He had a lot of good people around him. And he's also humble to ask when he doesn't know. And for anyone who has that state of mind, you know, you'd break grounds. Exactly. True. It's inevitable. Yeah, Kwame's done very well for himself.
His story is very inspiring. Yeah. I mean, he was producing for one artist. Then they went to meet Richie, and he encouraged him to, take up the challenge, Hitmaker. Yeah. And he took up the challenge. Even though he didn't win, he got signed on to Lynx. Yeah. And within a very short space of time, I remember Albert, who was then their manager, introduced them to me at Miss V's program, Plus 233. And he said, these are our new boys, Kwame and Kiddy. And just that year now, boom. It was all over the place.
Sweeping all the awards.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
And, I mean, now a songwriter, producer, he's doing everything. Big shout out to him. He's doing magic with the Rockstar Studio. Big shout out to
music as well. Yeah. We're hopeful that we get to see a lot more from him. 2021, Dana Hamilton. Yes, another one.
But you know
that's year.
The year, I think, that was the year Diana Hamilton and Kiddy.
It was insane.
It was insane. Charlie, the pressure. I was there.
The gospel people went hard. We know that we have the numbers.
Thank you.
I was within that area. They were sitting. The atmosphere was really tense.
Yeah.
The people were around Kiddy. People around her, and Charlie. Everybody was tensed up. And when Diana was announced, I mean, and it became a banter on social media and everything. I mean, it was really exciting though, even though there was a lot of tension, but it was exciting. I mean, big shout out to Diana. And I really love that energy. You are in the system, you get missing, then you bounce back very strong to pick the ultimate. Even those days that he was, I mean, in her element. He was not able to pick this ultimate award. But she comes back
much later
and turns things around to get and since then she's not looked back.
There's something about Diana when she's on stage. You can't take your eyes off her.
Very, very commanding.
No, very commanding. You know, she's really on top of her game. And being someone who also started right from school, you know, singing with choirs and everything, they just have a way of being on stage and performing, and she's
mastered
simply mastered it. Yeah.
And all of her shows as well. She has in Accra and then also in Kumasi. I'm glad.
She's built a very huge constituency for herself.
She can't go a year without doing those two.
It's not possible.
We would all be upset. No. And so you mentioned Kiddy and Diana Hamilton. The next year, Kiddy came back strong. Yes, like the Terminator. 2022, Kiddy won Artist of the Year. And he's had his, he's still releasing his music. I think he's quite young still. He's evolving, if you've realized. From Thunder down to now with Liquor and all, there's a change.
This guy, you introduced me to Liquor. Like, he forced Liquor on me. It was one Saturday morning, we were going to buy Kinky.
We were going to buy Kinky. I said,
Charlie, for listen to a new song. No, listen. You know, it takes time for music to go on me. This guy was forcing the thing on me.
Listen, whether you like it or not.
It'd be nice. I like the local elements.
I did.
And he's not looked back. You know, he didn't win the previous one, and that did not kill his spirit. I mean, he was able to work hard, and in that previous year, it became like the young people were also coming up, and that for me, that was it for me.
Yeah, so, but these guys are going to go places because
indeed,
Kwame Eugene, Kiddy, Kim Promise, another guy is this one. Familiar. Yo, their songwriting skills,
Yes.
You know, it gives me hope for our music industry.
Kofi Kinata to songwriting.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you. Another one, no bad song.
Listen, Kofi Kinata is Ambule, Papa Jansen, Pa Thomas,
everybody in one.
Hey, Papi Kranidi, how do I forget? Jualaka, all of them put together in one man.
And most of these people,
that's Kofi Kinata.
Ambule and those have appreciated him. I mean, said that. I mean, he's doing some good music.
All of them put together in one man. That's Kofi Kinata.
And funny enough, he also came back from came from the back of a rapper.
True. I heard he was crazy with the battles and everything, and he switched to singing. But apparently he can still...
Samini.
Oh, yeah, any day, of course.
Yeah, he didn't lose.
But even when you listen to the way his songwriting skills and the way he sings, you can tell, you know, that rhythmic thing is there
still
as
there.
a rapper.
And finally, 2023 Artist of the Year, as we wait for 2024, is Black Sheriff. Yes. Black Sheriff also hit the scene by storm. Some said he couldn't do it, couldn't sustain it. What style is this? And it's funny, you could have easily said it was a lie, but there are receipts, you know,
Charlie,
and he's gone on worldwide.
It's just the mark of God, man. The hand of God.
Because it's one of the importance of social media, discovery. I mean, people knew him, but social media discovered him when some industry players, Hammer and Co, started posting him. People gave him the attention, and he took all of us by storm to the extent that he was able to have that spillover into other countries. And I'm not surprised of the deals he's had throughout the career, and the career is very young, but he's been able to, he's achieved some global success, which for me is good for his brand. It's not easy managing distance, so I'll appeal to the team that they make sure that they handle him with care, because I mean, to have all of these success
so quickly,
yes, it's not easy. So I'm sure they'll be able to handle so that they take him to the next level.
Amen to that.
You know, when you look at Black Sheriff, it makes you wonder, is that narrative of rapping or singing in your local dialect, is it true that you cannot make it to the top if you
can't
rap? You can't.
Most of his songs.
See, sometimes there's some, you know, like a mixture of pidgin and...
Coconut Traveler. It was Tree, but people tried, Tree English, but people tried. And there's one thing Hammer has said about Black Sheriff, which I really want to see it come to pass. Hammer says that, I mean, as a legendary producer, he sees some aspect of Black Sheriff which has not been tapped. And he talks about Black Sheriff getting a producer who would take him through High Life.
Okay.
He do High Life.
Oh, yeah.
And you saw
that.
I mean, you know, the guy grew up probably listening to Amachi when he grew up.
Yeah, and you saw when he did that with Countryside with Sarkodie.
Yes.
I mean, so... I mean, there are a lot in him, which, I mean, maybe they've not utilized.
The career is still quite young, so there's a lot of time to explore all of those areas. Big up to Black Sheriff. I mean, the quality of people that he's met in the past few years, he's not even going to begin using all of those connections just yet. There's just too much ahead of him.
And now he's had some fashion.
I just
goes
pray
on
for
runways and others.
humility as he grows. You know, it's one of the things. Once you get to the top, you need to be humble. Stay humble.
True.
You know, don't let if you allow things to get into your head, it's the beginning of your end.
That's true.
You know, I hope he has a great team. That I mean, I know Mr. Adu, Joseph, and the rest of the guys. They are people who are successful business people. So. They will nurture him and propel him to the top.
Amen. This has been a nice conversation, a quick trip down memory lane, quite honestly. And I mean, all these people that have been awarded Artist of the Year, I think that they've all deserved it, and they've done something great out of it. Every single one of them. Who knows who's going to take it this year, 2024. Just make sure you are still voting. Voting lines are open, and if you have a Telecel SIM, you're on the Telecel network, make sure that you are voting for Artist of the Year. Text A to 1767. Text B for the Telecel Most Popular Song of the Year to 1767. And also for all other categories, text C to 1767. And make sure that if you don't have any of these, at least you can vote by visiting the website, GhanaMusicAwards.com, and you can vote for free. Simple and short. KOD, I know you have some final words that you'd like to share. We're celebrating 25 years of the TGMAs.
I think I have to first of all say a very big congratulations to the power behind the performance, Charterhouse, all the awesome guys who have been here, some for many, many, many years, you know, right from Teresa to Mr. Yuade, Fred Dako, Nia Ite, Nana Yao, wait, you know, it was never real work for us. It was always having fun and giving people results and making the country enjoy. So congratulations to Charterhouse, congratulations to the entire music fraternity. The future looks so bright. We might need sunshades to move at night. That's right. That's right. Congratulations to you too. I know, right? Edem.
I can't wait to see how the 25th anniversary will pan out because, I mean, they have been a house full of surprises always. And I can't wait to see, I mean, from the red carpet to the main auditorium, and I mean, how the flow of things on the night, as well as the winners, I mean, the surprises, the performances.
Thank you.
I mean, and I love the way most of the times they try to team up with the artists to, I mean, support their delivery on the night. So we can't wait, and we're expecting nothing but the best. And please, the artists, like I always say, if you don't win this year, the show no end. 25, more they come. I beg, cool down small.
Half of a century. There's a whole lot more to go.
No, some people don't have all the time. That's why.
Amen. I get you though.
I know.
But thank you so much.
You know, the people who just have one major hit and
that's
it.
it.
So if you don't happen, hey, Charlie.
Oh, well, we'll see what happens. Hey, it's not just one hit too. But yes, Edem Chotome. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. And the KOD have joined me. Thank you so much for a pleasant conversation. Indeed. We changed the gears after the break, so just nudge someone to join us. We'll be back with Road to TGMA 25.
Does your toothpaste give you complete fresh protection? New Close-Up Toothpaste Complete Fresh Protection takes care of your 5 important oral care needs. It gives you strong teeth, prevents cavities, cleans deeply, fights germs, and gives you fresh breath. Complete fresh protection from Close-Up.
The winner is, ladies and gentlemen, KOD Edem.
Simon are pushing a hamper. Terry Miss Sarah, but Modian again, I walk on no one dropping the number. See me, I'm far from a rapper. My name is Swaggy, your dapper. We'll be back to see me and then your rapper, what did you tip into my palm cover? We'll be back to see me and then your rapper, what did you tip into my palm cover? Better draw so a canter. Simon are pushing a hamper. Terry Miss Sarah, but Modian again, I walk on no one dropping the number. See me, I'm far from a rapper. My name is Swaggy, your dapper. We'll be back to see me and then your rapper, what did you tip into my palm cover? My name is Rappy Authentic. Jay-Z, I mix it with Kendrick. Now there's a voice in this rag, and Taryn and also looking enough for centric. Tot of faith, one of the beat.
A big thank you. A big thank you to God Almighty, to Sac Nation, Sacaholics, Sac Natives. I see you guys. Big ups to the 2 T's in my life, TT and Tracy. You know what time it is. Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed, we're still on the journey. It's the road to TGMA 25. Big thanks to Mod African Inspired Fashion for my outfit at mod.hq on Instagram. Thank you for making me look really good. It's that time when we go TGMA in schools. Yes, indeed. I'm mightily excited because this particular time we went to my alma mater, that is Achimota School. And this is an opportunity for us to come to your schools and to educate you. It's a full bouquet of education around music business and the music industry at large. We went to Achimota School. Take a look at this.
So I'm going to let him speak for himself. Let's give it up for Richie Mensah.
I finished Motown 21 years ago. I was a Science 3 student. Who here is a Science student? The music teacher kept telling me that he thinks I'm too talented to not pursue music. So I told him that I can't see myself completely putting away my education and just going into music. Then he asked me a very important question. Why do I think I need to do that? He told me that's the first time I ever heard about sound engineering, which was the science of music. And that conversation is what started my journey into becoming a sound engineer, a CEO of my own label, a multimedia guru, and who I am today. Hi guys, no introduction needed, you know the name, right? Came to my alma mater today, Motown at Motor School, to give a few words to hopefully inspire the next generation of leaders. I enjoyed it, I'm glad I came here. I actually have a surprise for you. Somebody stood out in here. We'll talk later.
Fuck Iggy, she out of the scene. Got my house looking like they up the scene. Now I got rest for rest. So many
Hey, Ashimota, this is loving you, girl, no girl, only day. Only if the boy they keep bringing from Ghana. I want you guys to come out. We're about to have fun. This is my first time. Let's have fun.
Loving you, girl, no girl, only day. I do my mother every day. I need no one like I need ya. Oh no, no. Loving you,
So Telecel Ghana Music Awards came to us today. This was the first time something like this has ever happened, and I was so excited, and I felt so honored that they came to Achimota School.
They brought Olive the Boy and lots of artists. I'm like so happy. I wish I could just run back inside.
Richie Mensah also came to talk to us, and I didn't even know that there was something like entertainment law. Someone who's interested in law and who's an entertainment prefect. I find it very interesting, and I feel like I would want to go to that field of law.
I just want to say thank you to Charterhouse for bringing Olive the Boy and the manager for Links Entertainment. See, thank you for everything you've been doing for us.
Oh, it's the excitement for me. It's the excitement for me. Thank you, Charterhouse, for all of that, indeed. Now, there's a segment that we've introduced this year, and this is the GMA Impact Story. Someone has a special story around the GMAs this year. Who is it? Let's get into that story now.
I think Ghana Music Awards is inspiring. For 25 years, challenges, difficult times, everything that Ghana Music Awards has been through, it still stands. And every time I think of Ghana Music Awards, I just think, wow, it's been 25 years already, and it's still relevant, it's still a gatekeeper, and it is one of the very easy ways to measure who is doing well and who isn't. My connection to Ghana Music Awards is really simple, or it's very funny. I think that Ghana Music Awards was set up because of me. And I don't say this from an arrogant point. So in 97 or in 98, Multiple Concept, which is the mother company for Charterhouse, had organized a grow Waso with David Donto. And Achiame and Lord Kenya were to perform. Lord Kenya said that Achiame should perform first because he is a bigger artist. And then Achiame said Lord Kenya should perform first because Achiame are bigger artists. And so whilst we were fighting about this, the CEO of Multiple Concept was there. And someone told me that it was out of this conflict that he decided to organize an event or an award system to find out who should truly perform first. And guess what? That year in 1999, Achiame was the first hip life group that took the award for the best hip life song. Therefore, we had to perform last. My highest point is, of course, the year that I became Artist of the Year. And that year, I think I took 6 or 5 awards. And come to see how that transformed my career. I became a completely different person, and I bought a big car. I am the only artist in this whole country who has each of the evolution of the plaques. And I am the only artist in this country who took the first one, who took the first Ghana Music Awards, and probably will take the last one as well. Don't joke with me. The impact that Ghana Music Awards has on the industry is immeasurable. We can't measure it, because at least if you do well on that night, you are going to shine. And it is the biggest night for our whole industry. So it is also consistent. It tells artists that if you are consistent, you can live as an artist for 25 years as a concept, a brand, something, and still be relevant. For the contribution towards gatekeeping, measurement, and giving artists the opportunity to shine at the biggest entertainment stage of the year. All that I want to say to Ghana Music Awards is, as we who are creating the raw material for you to use it and turn it into such beautiful events, let us continuously work together in harmony. 25 years of the Ghana Music Awards. I just want to say, are you cool?
Celebration, our music lives.
Transform your business ideas into success stories with Telecel Business. Choose from a wide range of products and services tailor-made to drive your business. Call 0302-233-4040 or email to business@telecel.com.gh to sign up today. Telecel Business, connecting opportunities, connecting goals, connecting businesses. Telecel, connecting energies.
This has been a great show, yes? I always relish the thought of having such historically relevant conversations with industry giants. I mean, you get to know a whole lot more about the entertainment scene, and I hope that you've enjoyed this conversation so far. Big thanks to our guests for joining us. Yes, indeed. I hope you're also inspired by our conversation around, impact in the Ghanaian space. I mean, look, everything that has happened here today, I've been thrilled by. Thank you so much once again to Achimota School for, embracing us and giving us that opportunity. We could come to your school next. Who knows? Who knows? Yes, indeed. But make sure that you're voting for your favorite artists so that they can win in their various categories. Simply text A to 1767 if you have the Telecel network. For Telecel most popular song of the year, text B to 1767. For all other categories, text C to 1767 and follow the prompts. Make sure that you go through all the way to the end. And you can also vote for free by logging on to GhanaMusicAwards.com. You vote for free, so please go on there and vote now for your favorite person. This show has been brought to you by Telecel Ghana, also supported by Guinness Ghana and Close Up Toothpaste, and was powered by Charter House. My name is Crystal Kwame. I'm your ultimate 10 MC. Thank you so much once again for being a part of this. We'll catch you same time next week. Stay awesome.
Telecel, connecting energies.